Greetings, Laraway residents. I'm Dr. Joe Salameri, the Superintendent of Schools of Laraway School District. We're asking permission from our community to be able to sell alternate lease certificates to finance our new school. We think it's also important through this video to be able to explain to you the reasons why it is important for us to build the school and what a yes or no vote may mean. First and foremost, I would like to point out to the residents that the school district will not need to raise taxes. Through our corporate personal property replacement taxes, we receive enough funding through the industry within our school district to pay for the new school. We will not need to raise residential property taxes. One of the main reasons why the school district decided to build the new school in the location on Rowell Avenue is because the current site that the Laraway School sits on is an extremely dangerous location due to the semi-truck traffic and with the railroad tracks on the western edge of the property.
Hello, my name is Aaron Vencius. I'm the principal for the Laraway School District. Often with our aging facilities, our students face limitations throughout the school. One of the major areas that our students face limitations in is the classroom or lack of classroom space. Often most of our instruction takes place in the classroom, but due to our limited class space and our class sizes, some instruction must take place in the hallway or any other available area in the school. Our children at the school often suffer from loud noises due to the truck and train traffic that we see and hear on a daily basis. Along with the noise, we have poor lighting, narrow hallways, and often the size of our facility does not allow us to properly meet the needs of our students. One example being our cafeteria. During lunches, our cafeteria does not fully allow us to seat all of our students and adequately serve our students in a timely manner.
In one of the lunches, it is so crowded that we have to have some students on top of the stage because there isn't enough room. We have to accommodate like that. There is no other chance.
Hi, I'm Monica Caputo, and I'm a 4th grade teacher here at Laraway Elementary School. This is my classroom, and I've been in this room for the past 3 years now. And there's a number of reasons why I can think that Laraway really needs a new building. Some air conditioners as window units. I'll be up here teaching, and one of my students raises their hand, and I just have so much trouble hearing with all the noise coming from behind me. So I tend to turn it on, turn it back off, turn it on again. Lots of times the kids right here get freezing cold, and then students who are working on the other side of the room are complaining that they're too hot.
There's a million good reasons to have a new school, and I can't think of any good ones to not build a new school. So it's just overall a very outdated, under-equipped building for children to learn at. Not the desired size or space for a modern kindergarten room. The gymnasium, lunchroom, multi-purpose room at Oak Valley is not air conditioned. It is horrible during the summertime and the beginning of the school year, and once the spring gets here for PE class in the afternoons. If for lunch it's terrible too. It gets so hot and humid in there, the floor starts to sweat. The floor gets wet, literally gets wet. We constantly have boil orders here. We have boil orders, and we have students going to school here when there's a boil order. They can't wash their hands. We have to use sanitizer. Some days it is brown and yellow. Some days it's clear. But would you drink it? The kids in this district have to drink it, and it's very unsanitary in my opinion. I think it would be silly not to vote yes for this. I think that if the district was asking for money from the community, I think then people should really go through it with a fine-tooth comb. But the district is not asking for money from people.
My name is Julie Renzi. I'm a teacher here at Laraway. I currently teach 8th grade special ed and 6th, 7th, 8th grade English language learners. My room is here. It's in the mobile, so it's outside of the main building. And so in order for me to be able to stay within reach of all my students or outside of a door, today I set up a table in a storage area kind of outside of the science and language arts wing, and started working with a student instead of having to bring one student all the way back to my mobile versus being close enough that other students can come to me if they needed me. Only hookup to the school for communication is currently the phone. And then there's a walkie-talkie. I don't know if it always works, but we do have one. But that's our only lifeline to the building. My biggest concern, I think, would be an intruder. You know, are we safe?
Things are kind of in ill repair, to say the least. We get evaluated, the pre-K program gets evaluated by the state every other year. So we have certain protocol that we have to conform to in the classroom, as well as anywhere these kids go, within the school, outside. None of this passes. None of it. There's nothing we can do about it. Things of things. There's supposed to be so many inches of gravel, fencing, which they did put in this partial fencing, but it's supposed to be a complete closed.
I'm Amberly Meyerhofer, fourth grade teacher at Laraway, and we have one drinking fountain. It's right at the T here. So anytime our kids come back from PE, it's during the crossing period. So our kids have to come back to class, wait for the period to end, to come back out, to use the drinking fountain, and then the bathrooms. And it just cuts down on the instructional time. We haven't complained, and the faculty do the best with what we have. But this isn't the year that we're living in. Our students deserve facilities that are to date, current, giving them the opportunity to be as competitive and educated with the rest of the world. So please consider that when you're looking into why we deserve a new school.
Being an older bus storage facility, as the buses have changed over the last few years, they've increased in height, and our current bus barn was no longer able to house our new buses. So what we've had to do in the past is to remove some of the flooring, some of the stone, the concrete and stuff like that, to lower the entranceway so that we could get the roofs of our bus under the top of the bus barn to get our...
My name is Dr. Gary Bradbury. I'm the recently retired superintendent of this school district, Laraway District 70C. There are times during the day where we use our staff to actually go out on Laraway Road and block the traffic so that our school vehicles, namely our school buses, have an opportunity to safely exit our campus as they leave to take our students home.
Finally, the school district believes that our students deserve to have the very best educational environment that the school can afford. Most importantly, the new location of the school on Rowell Avenue will put 75% of our students in a much safer position for transport due to the location. We believe that the new location is safer, will be a much better learning environment for our students, and will truly become the community facility that we envision it being. So as you go to the election booths November 8th for this year's election, please remember that the referendum question placed on the ballot by the Laraway School District is asking permission to sell debt to be able to build the new school. If the community votes yes, the school district will be able to sell the debt and build the new school without raising property taxes. If the community votes no, the Laraway School District will be forced to regroup and think about future options, as a new school most likely will not be one of them.